Good evening. First, I'd like to start by saying congratulations. I believe that's $120 million possibly coming to our state. That's wonderful. Now I want to get to the bad news. The fair funding formula you're proposing today. My words, this proposal is not a fair funding formula. It is a formula and a funding scheme. Rhode Island community members, I urge you to not be misled and do not drink the Kool-Aid. Students with special needs in my district are being deprived of the resources that children with special needs in affluent communities receive, and this formula ignores that. Is that fair? Also, our English language learners in my districts do not receive the same resources that students with the same challenges in more affluent communities have. Is that fair? Some of our students are using books that are over 20 years old. We have had $0 budgeted, sorry, I'm getting nervous, for public student textbooks for 3 years in a row. However, by law, we must fund textbooks to our private schools. Is that fair? Yet the Board of Regents ignores our financial needs and continues to create more expensive mandates in the name of reform. Even if I agree that this funding scheme would at least provide some minimal relief to my city, I would not be foolish enough to think that the impotent legislators and governor we currently have in place would ever properly and adequately fund the education of every child in the state. In this formula, Barrington will receive about the same as the city of Woonsocket, and I see a resident from Barrington sitting on the board, but I don't see a resident of Woonsocket on the Board of Regents. I must be an idealist because I truly thought our government was put in place to be fair, just, and honest. This funding scheme is not fair, just, and honest. I hope that the Tea Party figures out that this funding scheme will increase state taxes to offset the increases to the needy districts in the first 3 years, and then freezes state aid to education for the remaining years, causing further burden to the property taxpayer in the cities and towns. Please do not be tricked. Please do not trick the residents of Rhode Island by calling this a fair funding formula. Say it like it is. It is a funding scheme to get money from the federal government. We must remember that the elected officials represent all of our citizens in the state, not just the Republicans or the Democrats, not just the taxpayers, but they represent the children too. Unfortunately, children don't vote, and we don't seem to represent them. I will not drink the Kool-Aid, nor will I ask my community to. Thank you.